Hey everyone, so before we get started here, some of you might know that the original How to Build a video was taken down by the YouTube overlords last week. Looks like it only took 3 days. So this here is a re-uploaded, YouTube-friendly Happy Unicorn version. Kill me please. And just to be on the safe side this time, I've bleeped out any mention of a specific type of gun or manufacturer, and the image itself has been blurred out for some of the scenes. Looks like YouTube has made me their bitch. No, but really though, it kind of bothers me just on a chronological level that there's now an episode numbering gap with the videos. Now that won't be true if you watch the videos through the Political Juice playlist, but if some newcomer is coming by the channel and just goes through the channel's main video list, the videos are going to be out of order. That annoys the hell out of me. But it also annoys the hell out of me to have a video banned. So I'm still putting this video up, but it's just going to have to be heavily censored. And most of the fun and informative parts on actually building the pistol are sadly blurred out, just to be on the safe side. Oh, and a lot of the responses to the original video, which is no longer accessible, mentioned starting a Patreon. Well, reluctantly I did end up making one a few days ago. I'm generally not a fan of people just giving me money. I mean, it's one thing to get ad revenue, but it's something completely different when actual people are giving you their own money. When I was in middle school, I dog sat my neighbor's Labradoodle for about 2 weeks while the family was out of town. And it was just a simple walk it, feed it, go home type of deal, but we hadn't negotiated a price before they left. So when they got back, the wife came over to pay me and just said, "So, how much do you want to be paid?" And I'm really not one to demand certain amounts of money, so I just said,
whatever you think it was worth.
But she wouldn't accept that answer and just kept insisting to me,
"No, really, you did the work, how much do you want to be paid?" Really, whatever you want."
And then she started to get frustrated with me and just sarcastically said,
"Oh, so if I just gave you $1, then you'd be fine with that?"
And I told her,
"Yeah, that's fine."
And then she proceeded to hand me a $20 bill for every day they were gone. I came out of that with $280. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that I'm generally not a fan of people giving me money. But as you saw in the original video, if you were lucky enough to see it, or will see in this video if you're a newcomer, at the time of uploading this, I'm still not monetized by YouTube after being in the monetization process for about 4 months now. It didn't used to take this long before. And now that I have a community guideline strike for the original How to Build a video, it may take even longer. So, well, that's pretty much my own fault, though these guidelines are still vague and pathetic. But I will say this, if you are in any financial struggle, do not donate, please. I don't really consider what I'm doing here to be anything really valuable. I'm making shitty drawings and animations on YouTube while talking about politics, and occasionally spam. That's not really civilization building stuff. I'm not a doctor, I'm not practicing medicine or law or in the construction business or a sales manager or a secretary or a cashier or even a janitor. Those are all real civilization building jobs. Not this. If you're working a job, any job, you're pretty much keeping civilization running. You are the reason the lights are still on, not this guy. And based off my track record, at any second I could potentially make a video that you will hate. There always seems to be someone in every video who says something along the lines of, "Well, I like this video of yours, but this other one was complete bullshit." You could be saying that too one day, so think about that before you do donate. And lastly, while I'd love to give everyone t-shirts and plush toys and balloons and underpants, I'm not really in any position to be trying to manage the logistics of all that, so the rewards are kind of basic and are mostly centered on things that I can easily do around the internet. But there are 3 tiers. You got your juice box, your juice bottle, and your juice jug. Again, the prizes aren't anything spectacular, but it's the best I can offer for the position I'm in. And if you do end up donating, I cannot thank you enough. Seriously. Oh, and on a side note, the day after I uploaded the original double feature was the day of the YouTube shooting. Now, as much as I don't like the current iteration of YouTube, I certainly don't wish death upon their employees. This is overall just a pretty tragic incident, but focusing purely on the level of the mainstream media, surely I'm not the only one who's noticed that the media has not been covering this shooting as much as the previous Parkland shooting. You'd think they'd be all over this one, considering we just had a march on Washington about gun violence in America.
Do not.
She's stupid.
No, she's
It's
not.
all you.
No, she's not.
You're stupid. She's stupid.
Excuse me.
She's right out here are stupid people.
Be an adult, please.
Don't tell me what to be.
Don't tell me what to be.
I didn't tell you to be anything. I said you're stupid. These kids are dumb. They're stupid. Their parents should be ashamed.
But the answer for the lack of coverage is quite simple, actually. Crazy Lady here isn't a white male. In fact, she's an Iranian immigrant who's also an animal rights activist and a hardcore vegan. That doesn't quite fit in with the media's narrative. And once again, before any information came out about the shooting, the left jumped on Twitter to blame white males and Trump supporters and the right wing. Look at this shit. If this shooter at YouTube isn't a white male with far-right leanings, I will eat my fucking hat. Or this writer from Salon.com. Reminder, Alex Jones recently went to war with YouTube. Wouldn't be shocked if the shooter is linked to Jones's nonsense. Or how about this guy? I guarantee you the shooter at YouTube is an Alex Jones viewer or a Trump supporter. My guess is that the active shooter at YouTube is a man, angry at YouTube for taking down the phony video accusing David Hogg of being a crisis actor. Or it's an Alex Jones supporter. Either way, right-wing domestic terrorism is out of control. And immediately after we do find out some actual information, CNN flips the usual narrative into, well, perhaps it was a love triangle gone wrong. Seriously, what? And a few hours later, no one's talking about this anymore. Back to Trump bashing. Forget anything ever happened.
Wait a minute, wasn't there a big story last week about a crazy person who went to YouTube headquarters because they demonetized their videos and shot up the place? Yes, but it turns out that the shooter was an Iranian immigrant, not a white male. And it's gone. What do you mean it's gone? It's gone. It's vanished. We're not going to be talking about that anymore. But that's a really up story. I figured the news would still be talking about it. Nope, it's gone.
Back to my original gun video though, some people have recommended that I put the original video on a place called DTube, which is a cryptocurrency-based YouTube-like website. But the website itself is still in beta mode, and apparently has yet to have full 720p capabilities, and has yet to reach real levels of functionality. And also, in order to sign up for DTube, you need to have a Steemit account. And that is also currently in beta mode. And I guess there's some whole process behind being approved to sign up for it. I made an account about a week ago and I'm still not signed up for Steemit. It's just a whole bunch of crap that really just needs time to get hammered out. But it's a beta website that's built on another beta website. So, not really ready for mainstream audiences yet. And I don't seem to be the only person who thinks DTube is in no real functioning state right now. Though in the future, if they can get it functioning, I will definitely try to get political juice on their platform. But aside from that, there has recently been another video sharing website called UGETube, but that's a bit of a mouthful, so I'm just going to call it UGETube. Now the acronym stands for Utah Gun Exchange, but don't be misled by that name. Its website is indeed a platform to post videos on other than just guns, but there is a lot of gun stuff on there. And as far as I can tell, it's pretty legit. And it is also in beta stage, but hey, it works. So I've gone and started up another branch of political juice over there. Now I haven't gotten all the videos up yet, but I'll let you all know when I finally upload the original uncensored version on their platform. I've been having some uploading issues with that particular video, so I'll see how much I can get done about that. But I'm in firm belief that if you just advertise your new video sharing website as censorship free and make it easy to sign up on and get rolling, then you'll get a lot of people signing up just on that basis alone, especially with the state of modern day YouTube. I certainly don't have it as bad as other people on this website do, but it is bad out there. So let's broadcast some freedom. And other than that, well, expect a new video sometime next month. Enjoy the censored YouTube-friendly version. See you all next time. Well, it's spring break in America, and instead of hitting it at the beach and drugging people with roofies, or getting drunk off my ass and getting arrested, or disturbing the local public, or sitting around and playing video games for a week, or worst of all, protesting.
It's definitely not what my plan was for spring break. I'm gonna have to go march for our lives, I guess.
Hundreds of thousands are heading to Washington to fight for tougher gun laws.
You need to shut the fuck up.
I decided to do one of the more American things you can do, and build a with my dad. And if anyone's gonna start complaining by saying something like, but isn't that like a weapon of death and murder and scary black thing that shoots people and makes people die? Well, all I have to say to that is,
Bitches leave.
There's been enough bullshit being thrown around about the gun control debate lately, and conversations about guns by people who have absolutely no knowledge on gun terminology or how guns even work.
Today we're in Washington, D.C. at the March for Our Lives protest. What sort of policy changes would you like to see enacted?
I think there needs to be a complete ban on assault weapons.
Assault weapons are not necessary for home defense. They're not necessary for the average citizen to have.
Yeah, I think there definitely needs to be a ban on these assault rifles. So any banning of any guns, I would be supportive of.
What laws would you like to see? What kind of guns would you like to see banned?
Just assault rifles.
Who would support the ban of assault weapons moving forward? How many of you would support banning the sale of assault weapons moving forward? Do you know what an assault weapon is?
Yeah, it's assault weapon. It's like a
I kind of do, but kind of don't.
Okay.
Like,
it's just, well...
What is an assault weapon?
Can any of you tell me what an assault weapon is?
I guess. But assault weapons, like, does that sound safe to you?
Do you guys know what an assault weapon is?
Yeah, honestly, if you're asking me, any gun that isn't a pistol should be banned.
And don't even get me started on David Hogg.
What sick fuckers are out there that want to continue to sell more guns, murder more children, and honestly just get reelected? What type of person are you when you want to see more fucking money than children's lives? What type of shitty person does that?
What is striking to me about this is that you guys
And that's the great thing about it, because those fuckers aren't going to get reelected.
Fuck you, David Hogg. Fuck you. So, with all that out of the way, let's get building. Now, we'll be using and in particular the model. So we'll be running by its instruction manual as we build this. But here's the general rundown of what you'll need. And that's about it, really. Basically comes with most of the tools you'll need. You'll just have to scrounge up everything else for yourself. Oh, and before someone starts to say,
"This video was paid by the company. This is literally a shill video."
No one's paying me or my dad. In fact, I still have yet to receive any income from YouTube for anything I've made. And this is after being in the monetization process for about 4 months now, and consistently passing all of the new standards YouTube keeps throwing my way. See this sentence here? We hope to be able to review all open applications by the end of April. Yeah, that used to say January, and then January passed and it changed to February, and then February passed and it changed to March, and now it's April. Not sure how much longer this is gonna take. I'm really suspecting that YouTube is just slowing down my channel's monetization process because they just don't like what I have to say about politics. And we all know which way YouTube and their Google overlords vote, but that's just YouTube for you. And recently, YouTube seems to have decided to ban videos involving guns. Their statement on this matter is so absurdly stupid and pathetic that you know they're just going to unleash their banning bot on the gun community and YouTube and block anything gun related that they can get their hands on. Let's be real here. These people don't know anything about guns. So as far as I'm concerned, if they see a big black scary looking thing on YouTube, banned. Watch out. So this video is also meant as a big FU to YouTube. Let's see how long it takes for them to shut down this video. I might just have to end up posting this video on Pornhub like everyone else does. We'll see. Anyways, we're doing this video because we want to and because we can. If you can't handle us exercising our right to own, build, and operate firearms, you'll just have to suck it. Now let's get building. I'll let my old man take it from here. Now, if anything that old bastard went over was unclear in any way, there are a multitude of other videos on YouTube about this stuff, as well as an instruction manual from so you do have resources. Well, that is for the time being. YouTube will probably end up taking down these videos too. But we finished building, successfully put it all together. Now let's go and test this sucker out.
Yeah.
And while we were at the range, we also decided to test out some other guns we had. And that's how you do it in America. No one's breaking into this house. We've got guns everywhere. In fact, we recently found a box in the garage full of extra magazines and other gun parts.
More magazines, including a double. So you never know when shit's gonna hit the fan. This is like a project. This is the original magazine that goes in my rifle. For whatever reason, and it could be that I just need to file down the metal, it doesn't work. You should be able to just load in a stripper clip, 10 rounds, and it's good to go. Mine doesn't work, and I was never able to figure out why. So I got that, and I also got some 50-round drums for it. Those aren't very practical. This is more practical. So now it's this huge Russian peasant death machine. Ah!
This has been Political Juice. Thanks for watching.